love paddleboarding, kayaking, anything that involves me being out on the water. Sometimes they call me the dolphin whisperer in Kōrero, and yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better place to land. Hello, my name's Courtnay Wilson, and you may be able to tell from my accent that I'm originally from Canada. I lived in Canada until I was about 22 years old, and moved to New Zealand when I was in my late 20s, and haven't looked back. I live in Kōrero, and that's where I've been since 2008, and since that time I've been the program director for Creation Care Study Program, which is a tertiary level study abroad program where we have students study with us for 3.5 months, and they do courses in theology, ecology, sustainable community development, environmental literature, a bit of Kōrero, and we all live under the same roof to try to put into practice the things we're learning in the classroom. And I've loved the transformation I've seen in students, and it's all about connecting head, heart, and hands, and that's where the real transformation comes. I've recently begun as a creation care enabler for the Nelson Diocese, and that's for 10 hours a week. And essentially that's about helping bring churches on the journey of why creation care isn't peripheral to the gospel, but absolutely central to it. I think it's kind of been on the peripheral for a long while, especially in evangelical circles, but the Christian tradition has a long history of caring for creation and seeing its importance in the story of redemption. We follow a homemaking God, a God who made this world as a home for his human and non-human creatures, and we're made in God's image. God wants us to be homemakers who tend the garden of creation well. As humans, we haven't always done well in that task, but thankfully God doesn't abandon us or his creatures, and I see Jesus as the one who images God perfectly and who shows us what it means to care for creation as God always intended. Well, again, I'd really love for Christians in the Nelson Diocese to see how central creation care is to our faith. With the resurrection of Jesus, new creation dawned, and it's such a pivotal turning point, and I think we often overlook that. And we're called to live into this new creation, but the heart of the gospel is really what God is doing to bring health and wholeness to a world that's off kilter, and we're invited to be part of what God is doing to bring health and healing to the beautiful world he's made. So bringing Christians on that journey so that we can see creation care as being at the heart of the gospel, I think is really important. I'd love to see a domestic version of CCSP that engages young adults on themes of creation care and social justice, because I've seen how transformative that is in CCSP and would really love to see something similar in New Zealand. I think something I would recommend is really look at something long enough to see the wonder in it and how extraordinary it is. Because if we have eyes to see, there is wonder all around us, and there are miracles happening all the time. And I think God really wants to open our eyes to the extraordinary that's in the seemingly ordinary. So wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, look closely, look deeply, ask God to give you eyes to see the wonder all around.